So hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niren here, and today it is time for me to bring you yet another FIFA 18 Career Mode Top Tips video. And today I'm going to be bringing you the best cheap first season free transfers that you can buy in Career Mode. Bit of a mouthful, not exactly the catchiest of titles, but I will explain it for you. These are basically players that you can pick up at the end of the first season on a free transfer because their contracts are expiring, and they are players that you can pick up if you're not necessarily using a ridiculously good team. So if you're using a mid-table Premier League team or mid-table French side or Italian side or Spanish side, you should have the wages available to bring these guys in January for free without having to pay any sort of transfer fee at all. I also just want to say a massive thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring today's FIFA 18 tips video. They're a great source of footballing news as well as tables and statistics, so if you want to check out anything to do with the footballing world in any of the major divisions, then make sure to go and check that app out. Obviously, I use it mainly to look at my beloved Liverpool and see who we're linked with in terms of transfer targets, as you can do that on the app, and also, of course, check out how the players are doing statistically in the league and in the various competitions they take part in. You guys can even use it to keep tabs on the people involved in this video. It'll give you an idea of who's performing well and who maybe is going to be getting upgrades from EA on FIFA 18 Career Mode. So if you want to stay a step ahead of the game, then make sure to download the app. You can check it down in the description below. Now though, it is time to move on to the players, and first of all we've got this man here, Amato Cicciretti from Benevento in the Italian league. He's 75 rated attacking midfielder, can also play as a left winger and right winger, so fairly versatile as well. Very pacey and very agile, good dribbling, ball control, decent long shots as well as passing attributes. He's got a potential of around about 83 because he's only 23 years of age, so can grow a pretty decent amount in career mode, and he is available on a pre-contract agreement at the end of the season. And just to explain how you do that, obviously it gets to the January transfer window, you search for someone like Amato Cicciretti and you then go ahead to approach them. You won't have to go into the transfer negotiations with the team, you go straight into those, you sign him, you agree a contract fee with the guy, and then they will arrive to your team at the start of the second season, but you do the deal in January of season 1, and you can do that with this man here as well, Florentin Pogba, who comes after Cicciretti before him. Pogba is 26 years of age, the senior Pogba out of the family, I believe, 77 overall, playing for Saint Etienne in the French league, and once again, if you approach to sign him in January and you agree that deal, he won't join straight away, but he will join for the start of season number 2. All you'll have to do is pay his wages in the meantime, but you won't actually have to pay any sort of transfer fee. 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves for the pretty strong, relatively pacey centre-back who can also play as a left-back over in Ligue 1. Next up, the first and I believe first of 2 goalkeepers in this video is Johan Cardinal, someone who you may be very familiar with if you watched my Hull City career mode last season. The French goalkeeper was a great servant for the club before being sold on, but a very good goalkeeper, 23 years of age and 78 overall, has the potential to grow to I think 82 or 83 in career mode. Already dark green in his goalkeeping reflexes and has the traits of coming for crosses and saving with his feet. He is another player that you can bring in for free at the end of season number 1. Again, you do it in January and then he arrives for season number 2, and that's because his contract is expiring at the end of the season. Worth noting as well, you can only do this with players that are 23 or above, hence why everyone you'll see in this video is 23 or above. And speaking of the number 23, we've got this man here, Karaba. That is his exact age. He is from Egypt and playing in the Saudi League. 75 rated, 23 years of age, can play on both sides of the wing, and has the best potential in this video, 84, which is pretty mental to say you can literally get him for absolutely nothing. Good dribbling and agility on this guy, as well as good pace obviously as well. 3-star skill moves as well as 4-star weak foot for the Egyptian. High attacking work rate as well is always pretty helpful for a winger. Moving back into the defence though, when we move to Germany for Martin Hinteregger, potentially has the best name of this video. 84 jumping, 82 strength and 82 aggression are some of his best attributes, as well as 83 shot power and 81 long passing. This guy is a very interesting centre-back. He's not just about having good heading accuracy, good strength and good defensive stats. He's got some really interesting ones as well, like he's a good long shot taker and he's got good long passing, as you can see from his traits as well. The Austrian, playing for Augsburg over in Germany, is 24 years of age and I think can grow to 80 in career mode. If you want to sign him straight away, I think he'd probably cost cost you about £7 million, maybe 8, but obviously you can wait a little bit longer and then get him for free at the end of season number 1. Staying on the centre-back theme, we've got the Mexican Porto centre-back Diego Reyes, as I mentioned, playing for Porto over in the Portuguese league. 77 rated is Diego Reyes. His best attribute is 81 on his slide tackling. He's also got really good short passing as well as heading accuracy, 77 ball control, interestingly, and good marking as well there, as you can see on his technical stats. But another centre-back with some very intriguing good attributes. You don't necessarily expect a centre-back to have really good ball control or really good short passing, in the same sense that you don't really expect Hinteregger before him to have really good long shot ability. I suppose he's more of like a Daniel Agger type of centre-back. Ah, man, I really wish that I really miss Daniel Agger, so maybe Liverpool can sign Hinteregger instead. Moving though to, moving back to England, or Wales in this specific instance, we've got Jay Fulton, the 70 rated defensive midfielder who, despite being 23, can grow to 80. I don't quite understand how he's going to grow by 10 in such a short time span, but the holding midfielder, who can also play as a centre mid, is from Scotland and plays for Swansea over in the English Premier League. Good defensive stats as well as heading accuracy, short passing, and I think it was ball control there at the top of the screen. Obviously defensive stats and passing is what you expect from a holding midfielder, so it's nice to see that he's got a little bit of dribbling capabilities as well. 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and a high defensive work rate. After that, we've got Stefanos Kapino. He is the penultimate player in this video. The Greek 77 overall goalkeeper was somewhat of a star for the future about 4 years ago. Everyone really thought that he was going to be, the next big thing. I think he was the Alban Lafont, really, of, I want to say FIFA 13 was the game where he was really good. Playing for Panathinaikos back then, had a spell at Sunderland. It sort of unravelled, really. He's still playing, obviously, in a good league and a good team, playing for Olympiacos now, but it could have been a lot better, you feel, for Stefanos Kapino. 77 rated, though, and you can still pick him up at the end of the first season. I think he grows to about 81 or 82, so still a pretty decent rating for the extremely tall goalkeeper there, standing at 6'5". The final player, though, in this video is this man here, Pedro Enrique, the Vitória Guimarães centre-back, even. I was about to say goalkeeper for some reason. Centre-back playing over in the Portuguese league. The Brazilian is 77 rated, and although he is lacking, if I'm honest, massively in pace, he does make up for it hugely with his strength, stamina, and defensive stats as well, which sort of compensate for the lack of pace, and I don't really feel like pace is as important in FIFA 18 as it has been in previous games anyway. 2-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot is irrelevant really for a centre-back, but 24 years of age, medium attacking and defensive work rate for him, 24 years of age, and can grow to 80 overall in FIFA 18 career mode, and one of seemingly many centre-backs you can buy for a free at the end of a first season in career mode. There's been quite a few in this video, and there's even more that didn't make it into this video. There was another guy called, I think it was Javi Aguilar, who played over in Colombia. He wasn't in the video because I don't think he was very practical to buy, to be honest with you, because he, again, not much pace, but also his defensive stats were worse than Pedro Enrique. But he plays over in Colombia if you want to go and pick him up. He's available at the end of the first season. There's plenty more, realistically, that are cheap options, that are players you can bring in for relatively low wages for this sort of deal. And if you want to see me make another one of these, then make sure to let me know down in the comments section below. Alternatively, if there's any sort of tips video you want me to make down in the comments section, then let me know down there, because I'm open to any sort of ideas. I'm open to everything, so it's fine. If you want to see it, then I want to make it, quite frankly, but that is basically it from me. I'm going to stop rambling now. That is the end of today's tips video. If you have enjoyed it, then make sure to slap a like on the video and subscribe, of course, if you are new to the channel. You can also now follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is @theofficialfng. Links to that are down below in the description, and my Instagram is exactly the same, both of which will have been on the screen there for you momentarily. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, if you want to check out OneFootball, the app is down below in the description. You can check it out for all your football news related needs. That's the word I was thinking of. But we're done here, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Yo, Massappels.
I roll out with some monsters. Looks like your team and you watchers. I do not roll with imposters. Sound like the man in the Oscars. I'm drunk of Henny and Fosters. I have a career, I am jobless. This bitch f***ed me so hard, I might just end up unconscious. I like girls in lingerie, especially if it is crotchless. Bitch, I am the bigger picture. There is no way you can crop us.